Hello, this is another day of Yoga for Dad. This is for my dad, in memory of my dad, to bring awareness to mental health and addiction. So for today's Yoga for Dad, we're just going to do another gentle flow, maybe a little bit longer this time than yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So here we go with a little gentle flow. So let's start just standing, eyes closed, rolling your shoulders back, feeling the bottoms of your feet making contact with the mat. Closing your eyes, dipping your chin down just a little bit to elongate the back of your neck. And tilting your pelvis forward just a little bit. Activating your core. Activating that Mula Bandha. So your pelvic floor, and thinking about that energy going up all the way to the crown of your head. And we're going to breathe in, hands are going to come overhead. And then we're going to breathe out into a forward fold. Again, breathing in, we're going to come up into standing. Hands are going to come overhead. And then breathing out into a forward fold. And then we're going to breathe in, pushing your feet up into standing. Hands are going to come overhead. And then breathing out, we're going to come into a forward fold. Let's come into halfway lift. So maybe bringing your hands to your shins, really elongating your spine. Your gaze is towards your mat. And then breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in again, coming up into a halfway lift. Breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, pushing into your feet, rolling up into standing, coming up with hands overhead. And then we're going to bring our right arm down and come up and over. And then bring your right arm up, and we're going to twist, opening our arms to the right, looking over our right shoulder. And bring your hands overhead. Maybe your gaze follows, giving yourself a little back bend here. And then bring your left arm down, and then your body's going to come up and over, reaching over to the left side. Firmly planting your right foot on the ground and feeling the energy coming up from the bottom of your right foot all the way up to the tips of your fingers. Left arm comes up overhead and twist, opening your arms into a T, looking over your left shoulder. And reminding your body, reminding your hips to face forward. And then arms are going to come overhead. And let's come into a forward fold. Halfway lift. And then into a forward fold. Coming into a tabletop. And we're going to walk our hands towards the front of our mat just a little bit. And we're going to bring our hip to the right. Then we're going to make circles with our hips. So bring our hip towards the back, and then to the left, towards the front, then towards the right. Just making circles at your own pace with your breath. And then going the other direction. Coming back to neutral, bringing your big toes together, knees out, and then sinking down into your child's pose. Couple breaths. And then walking your hands down so your belly is on the mat. And then lifting up into baby cobra. And then coming back down. One more time into baby cobra. And then down. We're going to lift back up into child's pose. Sinking down. Coming back into tabletop, bringing your right leg back, squaring your hips off with the mat. Bring your left arm towards the front, really feeling the expansion in your body. And let's just do one elbow to knee and then kick it back out, releasing your left hand down to the mat and then releasing your knee down to the mat. Bringing your left leg up, then your right hand, right arm. Breathing in that expansion. And then knee to elbow. And then extend. Bringing your hand back down to the mat, then your knee. Let's walk our hands down into inchworm. So you're going to bring either your forehead, your chin, your chest, or stack your hands and use your hands as a pillow. And then we're going to lower our whole body down to the mat, keeping your hands in parallel to each other, allowing your forehead to rest. So your hand should be right by your head. And then you're going to push yourself up into Sphinx pose. And then lowering down. One more time into Sphinx. And then lower yourself down. We're going to push ourselves up into tabletop again, bringing your right leg back, and then we're just going to swing our foot in between our hands, coming into a low lunge. And then just kind of rock yourself back and forth, just feeling this pose. And let's bring our hands overhead as we rock forward. We don't want our knee to pass our ankle, so adjust your foot accordingly. And then we're going to frame our foot. And then let's twist to the right. And then we're going to swing our foot back. Let's do a little cat-cow here. So breathing in, dipping your belly button down towards the mat, head comes up. Breathing out, rounding your spine, releasing your lower back. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. Coming into a neutral spine, we're going to kick our left leg out towards the back. We're going to swing it through our hands. And then again, we're going to come up into that low lunge and kind of rock yourself back and forth. And then when you feel the next time you rock yourself into that lunge, you're going to bring your hands overhead, releasing your shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to frame our front foot as we twist to the left, bring your left arm up to the sky. And then frame your foot. We're going to swing back into tabletop, bringing our big toes together And then just sinking down into child's pose, just briefly. Breathing in, releasing out. Let's come up again. And we're going to do a thread the needle. So our right arm is going to come up, and then it's going to come under our left, releasing your shoulder, then your head. And then maybe bringing your hand towards the front of your mat. And then pushing yourself up, giving yourself a counter stretch by bringing your right arm up and then releasing back down to the mat. Bring your left arm up under your right, releasing your shoulder down, then your head. And then maybe walking your right hand up towards the front of your mat. And then pushing up, giving yourself a counter stretch, then releasing down. We're going to bring our right leg forward, bringing your left foot crossing over. Let's reach our right arm up to the sky, lengthening your torso, lengthening your spine, and then twist to the left. Maybe you're looking over your left shoulder. And then coming back to center, we're going to bring our bottoms of our feet together. And then you can bring your feet as close to your body or as far away from your body as feels comfortable. And then let's slowly hinge forward. Maybe you'd like to give yourself a little massage to the soles of your feet, your toes. And then bring yourself back up. We're going to release our left leg down, crossing our right foot over, and then bringing your left arm up to the sky, elongating your spine, and then twisting to the right, looking over your right shoulder, breathing in and releasing out. Coming back forward, releasing both feet, bringing both arms up, and then we're just going to hinge at the waist, wherever your hands fall, releasing your head, your neck, maybe activating your core a little bit just to give yourself a little bit more space. And then coming back up. We're going to release ourselves down and then bring your hands right at your sacrum. Bring your right foot up and then your left. Just doing a little flex point here. Maybe rolling your feet, your ankles, and then going the other way. And then bringing your knees to your chest, giving yourself a nice squeeze. And then we're going to cross our legs at the ankle. And let's just rock ourselves up and back until we come into a seated position. Coming back to a seated position, coming back to our breath. Hands at heart center, maybe pressing your thumbs to your heart. Giving gratitude for yourself, for giving yourself this 15 minutes of self-care. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste. Thank you for joining today for this gentle flow. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you're enjoying Yoga for Dad, please subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you again tomorrow.